Hi, this is Lorena Mora-Mowry from Mujer Latina Today. We have the pleasure today to be with Dr. Tilini Arija Chandra from Xavier University. Welcome, Dr. Arija Chandra, to Mujer Latina Today. I'm so happy to have you today here. So welcome to Chandra. You teach here at Xavier University.
Yes.
University. Tell us what you teach and how was your passion about business? How you?
Well, I have a passion for data, actually, and for information. So it's more of how can information help us find things that we may not have easily seen. So it could be about trends related to immigrants. It could be trends in terms of business and entrepreneurship. What are the exciting, surprising insights that are out there that tell us more about what we should be doing, or uncovering things that we had no idea about. And so I work with data and hope that the insights that we get by manipulating data can be used to make our world better, make our lives better.
What is the data that impressed you the most that you have found?
Well, I have to say, when you look at data, and in fact I was just talking about it this morning, one of the programs that Xavier has is on population health. So how do we track the health of our population, the community, and so on. So if we were to look at medical record data across a population, there are trends that we see about, how children are doing, or how our older age people are doing, mental health, etc. And there are trends in the way these things are done based on the data that we look at. So these trends can then go back and inform policy, can inform hospitals, can inform mental health advocates to make decisions. So when I say data, it could be about population health, it could be very specific to a particular business, it could be about consumers, in terms of statistics, buying power, capacity. How do we see, for instance, going back to the immigrant entrepreneur piece, how do we see the buying power of immigrants? Can we look at specific demographics to help identify what they like, what they would want, and so on? So data can really provide us such great insights that then we can use to not only serve the economy or business, but also the greater community.
Doctor, let's talk about one event, but this most important is about the mission of you're part of a program called the MissionAnimators.
Yes, I am.
Tell us about that.
Well, the mission of our university is to serve others, to be men and women in service to others. And when we think about others, we think about them in the perspective of the whole person. It's not just education and critical thinking for the economy or for the purposes of a job, but it is the whole person spiritually as well. And so we think about the gifts of Ignatian also, where we critically reflect on the things that are around us. We stand in solidarity with the people that we want to be around and help in terms of accomplishing social justice for the people who need help in that manner. So the MissionAnimators is really something that Father Graham, our president, came up with, where he felt we all do such good work in different areas of the university. We have 3 different colleges and so on. So how do we come together around a certain theme and work towards accomplishing goals related to a theme in every single academic year? So this year we chose immigrants and refugees as our theme. And to tell you, when we first had our Mission Animator meeting, we got a room together, and we couldn't, the capacity couldn't handle all the people who came in.
Really?
Across the university, all types of professors, directors, staff members, all kinds of people came together to say, we're interested in this theme, let's come together and create events that are educational and build awareness to our students, our Xavier community, and then the greater Cincinnati community, and nationally as well. So through that process, we came up with a series of events that have been going on throughout this academic year. There's been many events that has taken place since August, and this will continue on till May.
So she is part of a program that will be November 17.
Yes.
And it's going called the panel Immigrant, Entrepreneurs and Refugees. Let's talk about the opportunities. Why is important this panel, and this is from the business perspective, and the data, because I know that is important that too.
Well, certainly it is. I should probably kind of frame the fact that this event is coming from the Center for International Business that's in the Williams College of Business. So this center really is about giving our students an opportunity to learn more about international business, to learn to have a better sense of cultural awareness, to know about the social justice issues related to international business and globalization when they go out and try to do business internationally. We live in a world that globalization is kind of like air we breathe. It's a given. We have to be in this space. So giving our students an acculturation of all the cultures they have to interact with, for them to be able to stand in solidarity with all these cultures and understand them and help them in that manner is very important to the center. So this particular event is talking about a very unique perspective where we want successful immigrant entrepreneurs to come and tell us their journey, their story, the challenges and the issues that they faced coming here, and then also how they gained that success. Are there guidelines that they would tell other immigrants and refugees, and really even in terms of entrepreneurship, that the entire community can gain, so that we can all gain, not just immigrants and entrepreneurs in terms of giving hope, but what is so great about their journey through entrepreneurship that has gained them this success and also led to such great economic development also. So it's also for our students a very unique perspective, because we're asking these immigrant entrepreneurs, these successful people, to talk about their native countries. What was the culture there? What was it like to do business and the economy there? And then come here, and then their perspective on, oh, this is the US and doing business here, and the culture and awareness here, which is a very unique perspective that our students and the community overall doesn't really get a chance to look at. Think about global business from the standpoint of a non-native who has come here and migrated here and what they faced. And the success they gained.
The challenges of success.
And I think it's a message of hope and inspiration for others that are here to say that this is possible. That, when we think about an idea of an American dream, that there are ways that their success has been gained. It might not be an easy road potentially, but hopefully these panelists will tell us more about how they achieved it, what are the ways they went about it, and educate all those in attendance.
I love when you say they build an awareness and the best practices about the challenges and success that they face. And we face every single day, but we're able to succeed, we're successful. What is important for them to hear our voices, to hear our perspectives as a business, from the Latino and the Asian perspectives as a business entrepreneurs.
Sure. I mean, it's interesting to say that as consumers, the Latino buying power here in Ohio is at 8.8 billion, which is an amazing number. And when it comes to Asian purchasing power, immigrant purchasing power, we're talking about 10.5 billion, I believe. And recently, I'm sure you're aware, the mayor, through his initiative, started a portal called Compass that encourages immigrants to come to Cincinnati because they see value in what immigrants bring to Cincinnati. So this Compass portal provides a way to welcome all immigrants to the greater Cincinnati area. And so that's another way that I think the mayor and the chamber, the Cincinnati Regional Chamber, has recognized the value that's brought in. In that event that I went to, the inaugural opening of that portal, one of the things that was said is that in the recent past, all entrepreneurial efforts, successful efforts in the region has been started by immigrants. And I think that's really inspiring, that's really telling of what is possible of these immigrants coming into this economy and what they can do for the greater good of the entire economy, of the entire region.
What I like about this program is connecting students with us, but they connect and to understand us from their perspective. You don't need to go to overseas to see a business when you just have the perspective of the business, but also for us the importance of network and collaboration.
Absolutely. So here at Xavier, for instance, there's something called the Student Entre Club, where students actually help startups. We have something called X Lab, where we give the entire community an opportunity to come up with their business ideas, and then through a process they pick out ideas, and the students, while learning, are giving ideas and guidance on how to bring their dream, perhaps these people, their dream to do a business come together. So they're using what they learn at the university to then take it to the community and show them how they might actually launch it into a successful business.
Doctor, this event is November 17 at 7 p.m. Could you please, is free, is open to the public?
Yes, it's free and open to the public. From the standpoint of Xavier and the Center for International Business, our hope is that this will become the beginning of a long conversation where we get people from the community, these great successful entrepreneurs, the students, to start collaborating, to start a conversation that would be beneficial for all parties concerned. And I'm hoping that this event would be the beginning of something like that. And there might be networking going on where an entrepreneur, a refugee who has an idea that they want to explore can be brought to life through a student learning group, or we have a Center for Experiential Learning. This would be an experiential learning opportunity for our students. We are very big on giving our students service learning opportunities. Our students get very passionate about wanting to do service learning, where they serve the greater community and at the same time learn.
This event is going to be here, Xavier?
Yes, it's going to be at Xavier in a place called Schmidt Hall, Connaughton Boardroom. It's a beautiful space, and I'm sure you'll put the flyer information on there. The actual directions how to get there are posted, and hopefully you can come. There'll be a little bit of an opportunity to network, and light refreshments will be served from 6:30 to 7. And then the actual panel will begin from 7 o'clock onwards.
And it's important for us because not only there will be the Hispanic, the Chinese, the APNET, and the World First Council. A lot of people are coming. It's a very important event.
Absolutely. We have got tremendous response from all of these groups, including Catholic Charities even, wanting to get involved and see how this message of inspiration and hope can be distributed to the community.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.